I am about to share something with you that might shock you. Hi, my name is Leah. Some people call me Rapunzel. I'm the owner of Hair by Rapunzel Castles, which is an online wig boutique. So the other day I was talking to a friend, and he was talking about another mutual friend, and this person owns a restaurant, and he said, you know, it's crazy. I know that his restaurant is closing, but he's posting on Facebook all of this stuff about how great he's doing. And I said, well, that's marketing, you know, like I get that. You see that in all industries. And he said, yeah, but you know, when I worked for him, the products that he was selling, and we'll just say, and I'm making this up right now, but let's just say he had it listed as bison burgers. It was really just hamburgers, and he was not being honest with people, but most people didn't even know. And I'm like, now see, that's a problem, because he knew he was selling something that wasn't in fact what he was claiming it was. Does that happen in the hair industry? Of course it does. Is it the opposite? Is it that people are told something and they don't have enough knowledge and they don't ask the right questions, and so they just believe what they're told and they resell this product as it was sold to them? Sure, that happens. And I have some really great vendors, whether it be hair vendors, cap vendors, topper vendors, product vendors, everything from boxes to whatever. All of my vendors are people that I trust explicitly. And if I don't trust them, then I just continue searching for a new one until I find one. So my hair vendor and I were having a conversation, and it was the same day that I had this conversation with this other person. And so it inspired me to ask questions that I already thought I knew. And so I wanted to clarify and be sure, and I knew this person would tell me the truth. So Mongolian hair is my favorite hair. And I said, hey, Rebecca, is Mongolian hair from Mongolia? And she said, no, dear. It's not from Mongolia. And I said, I kind of knew that. I had a feeling that was true, and I'm like, so what about like European hair, Russian hair? She said, all of it is a texture. Does that mean hair doesn't come from Russia? No, it does, but it's not often that you even see that. I copied what she said to me because it was through text, and I just wanted to share some of it. It's a texture. Brazilian virgin hair is thicker and silkier. Mongolian virgin hair is soft and thin. European virgin is very soft, and real European virgin and Russian hair is not something that you see very often. Some factories in China also sell Chinese virgin, and they label it as European virgin being softer and silkier than Brazilian hair. Then she went on to name the areas that they purchase their hair from, and it was names that I wouldn't know how to say. Yunnan, Guizhou, Sichuan, Guangxi, I don't know, something autonomous region. And she's like, that's where most of the hair is sourced. Now, does it matter to me? No. If it's not coming from an animal, if it's not coming off of bathroom floors, if it's not coming through ways where people are harmed or being treated unfairly, I don't care what part of the world it comes from. It's a marketing term. It's a way to describe the texture of hair. Think about this. If you went around your neighborhood and you took a snippet of everybody's hair, it's all American hair, but the textures are all going to be different, right? Or I'm assuming that you were in the United States of America. The texture is going to be different. And so that doesn't work, because if Jenny is expecting European hair to feel one way and Pamela is expecting it to feel another way, and they get two different textures, but they're both labeled as European, how does that make sense? It could be true, but that wouldn't help in the marketing, or people like me who are purchasing, you know, these materials, understanding what it is that I'm getting. Okay, so what does all this mean? Every one of my wigs is virgin hair, Remy hair. It is hair that's never been touched prior to it being finally touched, meaning if you're getting a blonde piece, it didn't start out as blonde. And so now it's not virgin anymore. However, it was virgin prior to that. And so that's, you know, Remy hair is all from one source. The cuticles are all aligned, and that is what Remy hair means. So if I get a piece that's Mongolian Remy virgin hair, all that it means is that somebody with a certain texture of hair who's never colored their hair before, donating it or selling it, that's the piece that started out. That's where the whole process began. It is true that there are vendors who sell hair that maybe came from yak, the animal, and they literally are telling the people that it's real hair. Now, it feels strange. How could that possibly be? Well, because when you burn it, so somebody who doesn't know any better, when you burn it, it still burns like hair does. It's not burning like plastic, but it's animal hair. Are there places where they take basically hair out of drains and like use that hair? Absolutely. Like there are places that sell shit hair. And so it's important that the person that you're purchasing your wig or your hair chopper from has the kind of communication where they can go to their source, their hair source. Obviously, I'm not walking around with scissors cutting everybody's hair, you know, or getting this hair. There are actually auction sites where you can go on and a person will list their hair and they'll have a picture of it and they'll be like, for this much you can purchase this hair and blah, blah, blah. You can do that. Or you can have a single source of somebody who sources out the hair and, you know, they know what they're doing. You have to be able to trust them. If you don't trust them, if you don't care enough to ask the questions or find out if you can trust them, then that is, for me, I think that's on the owner of the business. It's their responsibility to ask the question. Anyway, that's enough knowledge for one day.